What if the reason some days feel naturally easier and others feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill has nothing to do with you and everything to do with which planet is ruling that day? This is not a new idea. This is actually one of the oldest ideas in astrology and culture all over the world. The seven traditional planets, the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, each rule one day of the week. This system has been in use for thousands of years across cultures, across continents, and it is encoded in the very names of the days we still use today. Monday comes from the moon, in Spanish, lunes, from luna. Saturday from Saturn, sábado, in some traditions. Sunday from the sun. And the pattern becomes even clearer in the Romance languages. Tuesday is martes in Spanish, Mars. Wednesday is miércoles, Mercury. Thursday is jueves, Jupiter. Friday is viernes, Venus. The days of the week are planetary days. They have always been in many different languages around the world. I use this system in my own life every single week. And once you understand it, you will never schedule a difficult conversation on a Monday or wonder why you feel unmotivated on a Saturday again. Before we go through each day, one important thing to understand. You will experience each planetary day through the lens of your own natal chart. The way a planet rules a day for you personally depends on your relationship to that planet in your birth chart. For example, I have a Moon Mars conjunction in my chart. So Mondays, the moon's day, tend to make me more emotionally sensitive and reactive than usual. I have learned to account for that. I do not schedule confrontations or high pressure situations on Mondays. I protect my emotional space instead. Knowing your chart and knowing the planetary days together gives you a personal operating system for the week. Not a rigid schedule, but a personal map. Let's go through each day of the week. Monday, ruled by the moon. Monday is the moon's day, and society has declared war on it. We are told to charge out of the gate on Monday, to be productive and to hustle. But the moon is the planet of emotions, of inner life, of rest and reflection, and the tidal rhythms of feeling. Monday is not a day for charging ahead. It is a day for easing in. I try not to pressure myself on Mondays. I let the week begin gently. I check in with how I am feeling before I decide what I am doing. This is the opposite of what productivity culture tells you. And it is why most people dread Mondays. They are fighting the moon instead of nurturing the moon. On Mondays, check in with your emotional state before planning your week. Nourish yourself. Cook something that makes you feel whole. Call someone you love. If you must be productive, let the work be intuitive and feeling based rather than strategic and analytical. Tuesday, ruled by Mars. Tuesday is Mars's day, and this is when I, as a Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars, come alive. Mars is the planet of energy, drive, action, and physical vitality. Tuesday is my biggest work day. I schedule most demanding tasks on this day. My most important meetings, my longer workouts. The energy is generally there in a way it is not on other days. If you have something that requires courage, assertiveness, or physical exertion, do it on Tuesday. Mars energy supports bold action and follow through. This is the day to start things, to push through resistance, to do the work that requires real effort. On Tuesdays, schedule your most demanding work, your hardest workouts. Move your body. Use that fire. Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. Wednesday is Mercury's day, the planet of communication, writing, thinking, and the movement of information. This is the day I do most of my most significant writing. Mercury energy supports articulation, intellectual clarity, and the ability to find the right words for complex ideas. Wednesday is also ideal for catching up on emails, negotiations, important conversations, learning, research, and any work that requires the mind to be sharp and agile. Mercury moves quickly, and on this day, so does thought. On Wednesdays, write, communicate, learn, negotiate. Let your mind lead. This is not a day for heavy physical work. It is a day for brainstorming and developing ideas. Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. Thursday is Jupiter's day, the planet of expansion, abundance, wisdom, optimism, growth, and also exaggeration. This is the day to take a risk, to say yes to something that stretches you, to learn something new, to explore, to feel genuinely optimistic about the possibilities in your life. I think of Thursday as the day to practice gratitude in its most expansive form. Not just being thankful for what you have, but genuinely opening to the abundance that is available. Jupiter is generous by nature. So on this day, that generosity is available to you if you lean into it rather than contracting. On Thursdays, expand, say yes to something, learn something new, be generous, practice gratitude. Make the phone call you have been putting off because you are afraid of the answer. Friday, ruled by Venus. Friday is Venus's day, the planet of beauty, love, pleasure, harmony, and all the things that make life genuinely enjoyable. I look forward to Fridays. I make an effort to look nice on this day. I tend to be in a better mood on Fridays, and it is not just because the weekend is coming. It is because Venusian energy is genuinely more present all around us. Friday is the day to beautify your space, to spend time with the people you love, to eat something delicious, to go on a date, to appreciate the pleasures of being alive. It is not a day to force difficult work. It is a day to let things flow and enjoy the flow, like, for example, creative work. On Fridays, lean into the beauty, pleasure, and connection. Dress up if you feel like it. Eat well. Spend time with people who make you feel good and alive. Then let Venus do the work. Saturday, ruled by Saturn. Saturday is Saturn's day, and there is a reason most people use Saturday to run errands, catch up on life, and handle the practical details of existence. Saturn is the planet of structure, responsibility, and order. On Saturn's day, the energy genuinely supports getting organized, addressing what has been piling up, and making sure the foundations of your life are solid. This is not a glamorous type of energy, but it is a useful one. Saturday is the day to handle what needs handling. Pay the bills, clean the house, finish the projects that have been sitting half done. Saturn rewards effort with the satisfaction of things actually being done. The satisfaction is very Saturnian, quiet, grounding, and real. On Saturdays, handle your responsibilities. Organize, clean, catch up, finish. Let Saturn's energy of completion work in your favor. Sunday, ruled by the sun. Sunday is the sun's day, the planet of identity, vitality, joy, and the authentic self. Sunday is the day I give to whatever genuinely brings me joy. Sometimes I paint. Sometimes I do absolutely nothing. Sometimes I go somewhere that makes my soul feel alive. Sunday is not a day for productivity. It is a day for being. The sun rules what lights you up, not what you are supposed to be doing, but what makes you feel most vibrant. On Sunday, honor that. Do the thing that reminds you why you are here. On Sundays, play, create, rest. Do what brings you genuine joy. Let the sun remind you who you are when nobody is asking anything of you. The planetary days give you a universal map, but your natal chart personalizes it. Every planet in your chart has a relationship to that planet's day. If you have a strong Venus in your chart, well aspected in a sign it likes to be in, Fridays probably feel genuinely good to you. If you have a challenging Saturn placement, for example, Saturdays might feel heavier than they do for other people. If Mars is prominent in your chart, Tuesdays might be the day you feel most alive. The reverse is also true. If a planet in your chart is in tension, in a sign it struggles in, or forming difficult aspects to other planets, that planet's day might require more care and more consciousness. It does not mean the day will be bad. It means you need to be more deliberate about how you use it. My award-winning book, Written in Your Stars, has a dedicated section for each of the traditional planets. What each planet means in your chart, how it operates at its highest and lowest vibration, and how to work with it rather than against it. Understanding your relationship to each planet is key to using the planetary days in a way that is genuinely personal to you. It is available at naramon.com/books and wherever books are sold. The days of the week have always been planetary days. The only thing that has changed is whether we use that information consciously or ignore it. Start paying attention this week. Notice which days feel naturally easier, which ones feel heavier, and which ones carry a particular type of energy. Then look at your chart and see how your planetary relationships shape that experience personally. If you want to understand your relationship to each planet in depth and how that shapes not just the days of your week, but the larger cycles of your life, I am available for personal readings at naramon.com/astrology readings. The link is in the description.